First Timothy 6, chapter 6 to 8. But godliness with contentment is a great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, and we can take nothing out of it. But if we have food and clothing, we will be content with that. So this chapter phrase, this Bible phrase of Timothy has changed my life, and some of my testimony will be bringing on of the moments that I've witnessed over the lowest moments of my life. It all started with me a couple months ago. I was in pain. I was in mental instability because of the circumstances that I cannot control, that I cannot be out of it. I have many contentments with my family, and my obsession with the goals and my ambitions that I had on my purpose in life was being unskillful. I was being not good enough in my things. And by that fact, I was being so depressed. I was being so, not in depression, but very sad because of the things that I cannot achieve on my own. Whether I pray to God or not, whether I listen of what I've said through the Bible, I cannot be enough because God said nothing but to just stay low. But the thing is that I don't want to stay low. I want to achieve the things. I want to be the greatest. I want to be one of the most influential person that has existed in the history books. I want to be part of history. So in order to become that, I have to achieve everything I can in order to be like that. But then I was brought to Yangon by my father, because my father wants to bring me because he wants me to learn more about the outer world, the outside world, rather than living in this kind of isolated place called the light. So I came along with him, and while I was on the way to the destination, I saw a family, a very poor family, and a beggar family, to be exact. The kid is being happy, and I cannot think why, because he is dressed poorly. He has no proper clothes. He has dirty, and he smells very terrible. And he was begging before he came back to his family. So he was begging to our car, and we didn't answer it because it was a beggar, and we don't want to interact with the beggar because they are low being, not because of what we think, but of the society. And while I was looking through the closed window, I saw a moment that changed my life, that changed of what I can do. And I saw that boy running back to his family. His family was very poor too. His father seems to be like a driver or a bike driver or a bike deliverer. So he was a very poor thing too, and her mother seems to be a jobless and an unemployed woman. But those things doesn't affect the emotions of them. I saw them smiling. I saw them having joyous moments. I saw them very happy with the things that they had. Even regardless of their clothes, regardless of their shirts, regardless of how they look, regardless of what they eat, they were eating the leftovers that the other people had left. But regardless of those situations, they are very happy. They're smiling, and they were just having the joyous moments that even the richest family cannot achieve. And that came to mind. That came to my mind. When I saw that boy just smiling, regardless of the situation, regardless of the circumstances, I asked myself a question. So, that boy is smiling, and why cannot? That boy is having the time of his life, and why can I not? I have a phone, I have a proper clothes, I have 3 meals per day, I have a very, very knowledgeable mind, I have a very knowledgeable mind, I have one of the biggest association behind me, and I have a family. I have a great family, regardless of how they are currently looking right now. But I have a family, and he has them too. But the circumstances of the family has differed. The value that he had on his family and I had on my family. He valued his life, he valued his emotions, he valued his circumstances, whether it is bad or not. And I asked myself a question. Why can I not be content? Why can I not be enough with what I have? God gave the people the things that they can do, not the things that they can, not the things that they have on their mind. God has a plan for them, for everyone in the world. Whether it is big or small, God gave you the abilities, God gave you the moments that you must contend with. And by that moment, I have think to myself that, okay, I know now, God. I know that whether I am in my low marks or I am having a bad time of my life, I thought to myself that even if I have those bad things, I cannot be worse than the situation that this boy has. And by that smile of that boy, he made me smile too. And by that society view, I cannot be content with, but in my view, it is very, very appreciated. It was very, very valuable in order to change the perspective of my life. So that's my testimony.